Let's open the book on this. Today in Toronto and across southern Ontario, days of heavy rain have pushed rivers over their banks, with flooding alerts and states of emergency in multiple communities.
All right, let's kick things off.
I'm Leah.
And I'm Garrett.
Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett, reporting from Toronto. First up, flooding alerts across Ontario after heavy rains, and states of emergency have been declared.
Let me paint the picture for you. From April 13th through the 16th, heavy rain pounded southern Ontario, affecting communities from Mississauga up through Manitoulin Island and east toward Peterborough. Several municipalities declared states of emergency, a legal tool that lets a city move resources quickly when there's a threat to safety. Residents are being told to steer clear of rivers and streams, which can look calm but move fast and carry debris. Emergency crews have opened sandbag stations and are helping get supplies into low-lying neighborhoods. Here's the kicker. Flooding gets worse because of the region's geography and infrastructure. By infrastructure, we mean the basic systems like roads, bridges, and storm sewers. When the ground is saturated and drains can't keep up, water has nowhere to go. It's wild how fast a heavy downpour can tip things into emergency mode. A few intense hours can overwhelm older systems, just like that.
That really lands for me. The vulnerability in our storm systems is a quiet problem until it isn't. Why does it escalate so fast, though?
Short answer, when soil is already soaked, it can't absorb more, so water runs off hard surfaces into creeks and storm drains all at once. Think funnel effect. If the drains are narrow or blocked, it backs up into streets and basements, fast.
Got it. So, preparedness really matters. Sandbagging, stacking sand-filled bags as a temporary wall, can redirect water and buy time. If you're in those zones, keep a go bag ready, charge your phone, and avoid waterfront trails. They can undercut from beneath and collapse without warning. Okay, let's move on. Gun smuggling trucker sentenced, weapons linked to Toronto and Hamilton shootings. Erhan John, R., a Florida-based truck driver, has been sentenced to just over 4 years in a U.S. prison for smuggling firearms into Canada. Back in 2022, he bought 28 guns from dealers in Florida, then moved them illegally across the border. Investigators linked some of those guns to crimes here, including fatal shootings in Toronto and Hamilton, and even in Quebec. One stat that stands out, around 86% of guns seized in Toronto come from the U.S., which shows how cross-border pipelines fuel crime here.
Yeah, that checks out, and it's sobering. Cross-border means literally across the Canada-U.S. line, and when weapons slip through, the impact lands on our streets. I'm all about tighter coordination at that border, more intel sharing, faster tracing. Not gonna lie, that 86% number is a curveball, higher than I expected. Hopefully this sentence sends a message to anyone thinking this is easy money. It's not, and people get hurt. Next up, Pickering High School stabbing. A 20-year-old man has been charged after a student was seriously injured. This happened on April 15th near Pine Ridge Secondary School in Pickering. Police say the victim, a male youth, was attacked off school property after someone demanded personal items. The student was taken to hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries, meaning the injuries are severe, but doctors don't expect them to be fatal with treatment. Durham police arrested a 20-year-old shortly after, and he faces multiple charges.
That one gave me chills. I'm thinking about the student, their family, and classmates. Safety around schools is non-negotiable, and this underscores the need for a strong presence on the route students walk, better lighting, and those common-sense reminders about traveling in pairs after dismissal. Why do these robbery-style confrontations spill into violence so fast?
It can be a mix of panic and escalation. Confrontations are unpredictable. Someone resists, things spiral. That's why quick reporting and nearby adult visibility can make a difference. And credit to first responders for getting there fast.
All right, on to the next. Brampton man arrested for stealing $1 million in hurricane relief supplies bound for Jamaica. This theft dates back to December 2025 at a storage facility in Mississauga. Investigators say a container filled with clothing and non-perishable items, foods and essentials that don't spoil quickly, was taken. After an extensive investigation, officers conducted a home search and arrested a 40-year-old Brampton man in March 2026. Police note he has a history of similar offenses and was on probation, which is court-ordered community supervision. The good news, those supplies were recovered and eventually shipped to Kingston, Jamaica, for communities hit by Hurricane Melissa. Big picture, this highlights weak spots in the supply chain, the step-by-step path goods take from warehouse to destination.
Stealing humanitarian aid is a no-go for me. When people are counting on basic relief, every box matters. I'm down for better yard security and tighter tracking on containers, even simple controls like tamper-evident seals and verified pickups. Why target aid in the first place? It's centralized and high value in bulk, so thieves see opportunity. But man, the real cost lands on folks already facing disaster. Last up, a serious collision in Clarington has sent 6 youths to hospital, with one in life-threatening condition. This was on April 15th. Durham police say a westbound Volkswagen Golf and an eastbound Ford Explorer collided. 6 youths were taken to hospital. One remains in life-threatening condition, meaning their injuries could be fatal without immediate ongoing care. A woman driving one of the vehicles had minor injuries. It's a stark reminder that multi-vehicle crashes can turn severe in seconds.
My heart's with those families tonight. Crashes like this seem too frequent, and road safety is everyone's job, slowing down near curves, scanning intersections, and keeping 2 hands on the wheel. For younger passengers, seatbelts every time and no overcrowding. Real talk, little choices stack up and save lives. This has been Laid Back Local, the news of the day, with Leah and Garrett from Toronto.
Stay safe out there and join us tomorrow for more updates.